Our top story tonight on Gravitas comes from West Asia. Iran has openly threatened to strike Israel for a third time. A direct warning from Tehran, not just meant for Israel, but also for the US and the fragile ceasefire in Gaza. That any collapse of the deal would lead to a huge conflagration. According to a high-ranking IRGC commander, in fact, a third direct strike on Israel is inevitable. IRGC Deputy Commander Ali Fadavi stated that the attack, codenamed True Promise 3, would happen, quote-unquote, at the right time, without providing further details. In fact, Iran has already launched 2 significant missile attacks on Israel in the past year, making this threat all the more serious. In April, Iran unleashed over 300 missiles and drones towards Israeli military installations as a retaliation for the killing of 2 of its generals in Damascus. And then in October, Iran launched Operation True Promise 2, firing around 200 missiles in response to the assassination of key Iran-backed leaders, including former Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah. And now the announcement by the IRGC Deputy Commander coming just a day after the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio and the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to counter Iran's influence and curb its nuclear ambitions. Netanyahu, in fact, claimed that Israel had inflicted substantial damage on Iran since the war in Gaza started, and with US support was determined to, quote-unquote, finish the job. Listen in.
Today, Secretary Rubio and I had a very productive discussion with our staffs on a number of issues. None of them are more important than Iran. Israel and America stand shoulder to shoulder in countering the threat of Iran. We agreed that the Ayatollahs must not have nuclear weapons. And we also agreed that Iran's aggression in the region has to be rolled back.
And there can never be a nuclear Iran. A nuclear Iran that could then hold itself immune from pressure and from action. That can never happen. The president's been clear about that as well.
Rubio and Netanyahu's comments just weeks after US President Donald Trump also reinstated the maximum pressure campaign to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. The campaign aims to cut Iran's oil exports down to 0 in order to stop Tehran from obtaining a nuclear weapon. Meanwhile, Iran has immediately fired back to Rubio and Netanyahu's comments. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson, in fact, dismissing US and Israeli threats, stating, quote-unquote, they cannot do a damn thing to Iran, quote-unquote.
Threatening others is a blatant violation of international law and the UN Charter. Also, when it comes to a country like the Islamic Republic of Iran, the response is clear. They cannot do a damn thing.
Now, the thing is, as the tensions continue to escalate, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has issued a major warning, stating that Iran is fully capable of defending itself against any attacks by enemies. And Iran is not alone, by the way. Yemen's Houthis have also pledged military action against Israel. Their leader, Abdel Malik al-Houthi, stated in a televised speech last week that the Houthis are ready to intervene at any time if Israel violates its ceasefire agreement with Hamas and resumes its offensive in Gaza. With multiple fronts heating up, Israel is finding itself in a rather increasingly precarious position. Meanwhile, in Lebanon, a critical ceasefire deadline has come and gone. Israel was supposed to complete its military withdrawal from South Lebanon as part of a US-brokered agreement with Hezbollah in November last year. However, just hours before the February 18 deadline expired, Israel announced that it would maintain a presence at 5 strategic positions along the border. According to reports, in fact, these locations situated on high ground overlooking Lebanese territory are seen as vital to Israel's security. Netanyahu justified the decision, insisting that Israel will do whatever is necessary to enforce the ceasefire. Under the original agreement, Lebanon's military was to take control of the region alongside UN peacekeepers. But with Israel refusing to fully pull out, the possibility of renewed clashes with Hezbollah remains high. Iran's threat of another strike combined with mounting tensions in Lebanon and Gaza, raising the stakes further. How will Israel, the US, Iran, West Asia navigate this? One thing as of now is certain: any miscalculation could have devastating consequences. Let's now talk about bamboo. According to reports, it's increasingly becoming the backbone of construction and sustainability. In fact, scientists in China have reportedly been pioneering advanced technologies to enhance the strength and the durability of bamboo-based materials, paving the way for large-scale infrastructure projects. And one of the success stories of bamboo innovation in this regard is its use on the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, the world's longest sea crossing. According to reports, Chinese engineers crafted high-performance bamboo composite panels for the scenic platforms that stretch for kilometers along the bridge. Now, 6 years later, those panels have reportedly withstood sunlight, powerful typhoons, constant exposure to seawater, thereby proving the durability. And despite its woody appearance, bamboo is actually a type of grass. But its strength to weight ratio surpasses certain steel alloys, making it a superior alternative to wood, plastic, even steel in various applications. And beyond construction, bamboo also plays a crucial role in the fight against climate change. It reportedly absorbs nearly 50% more carbon dioxide than typical trees, making it an environmentally viable option. And the innovation does not stop with buildings. In March 2023, India introduced a new advancement in road safety, the world's first 200-meter-long bamboo crash barrier. Installed on a highway in Maharashtra named Bahubali, this barrier went through rigorous testing at top research facilities, including the National Automotive Test Tracks in Indore, achieving a top fire safety rating and proving its resilience in high-impact situations. And what makes this bamboo crash barrier even more remarkable is its sustainability, a very crucial factor. Its recycling value is between 50 to 70%. Significantly higher than traditional steel barriers, which range from 30 to 50%. The bamboo species used in this barrier reportedly underwent a specialized treatment for added strength and durability as well. And by offering an environmentally friendly, cost-effective and alternative to steel, bamboo crash barriers are setting a new standard for road safety. As the world searches for greener solutions, bamboo is proving that nature does hold the key to building a stronger and more sustainable future. The question remains, how long before we extensively see bamboo being used? Let's now talk about meme coins. Do we have reasons to beware of meme coins? Even presidents can apparently get it wrong. And before we tell you why, let me tell you a story. A story about Argentina's president. He is at the center of a crypto scandal, a major row, a scandal that could cost him his job as he faces impeachment calls and legal action, accusing him of fraud. You heard that right. It all started last week, in fact. Milei promoted a crypto meme coin on his social media platform. On X, Milei said that it would help fund small businesses and startups. He even shared a link to buy it, causing its price to shoot up. Within a few hours, the cryptocurrency nosedived in value, losing investors and causing investors to lose a lot of their money. In fact, Libra erased more than $4.4 billion in value. It pulled the rug from under unsuspecting retail investors and promoters. They crashed tens of millions of dollars. Now, Milei backtracked, deleted the said post on social media and denied any link to the cryptocurrency. But some opposition members of the Congress say they plan to start proceedings to impeach him. And not just the opposition, lawyers have also filed complaints of fraud in Argentina's criminal court on Sunday. On Monday, Milei distanced himself from the role that the state played in the scandal.
I ask it honestly. Do you acknowledge you made a mistake?
I didn't, because I acted in good faith. Somebody approaches me and proposes to create an instrument to fund projects in Argentina is interesting to me. Now it's true, in wanting to help those Argentines, I was slapped in the face. But did the state lose anything? Nothing.
And as he tries to recover from a political black eye, and even as the events are now the subject of an internal government probe, Milei has joined the list of world leaders like US President Donald Trump to get associated with promoting meme coins. What's the lesson? Beware of meme coins, perhaps. But what exactly are they? Well, they are highly volatile cryptocurrency. They are inspired by popular internet or cultural trends. They carry no intrinsic value, but can soar or plummet in price. And they are generally seen as indicators of retail investors' interest in cryptocurrency. It's usually a marker of investors' risk appetite at any given point in time. Initially created as supposed jokes or parodies, meme coins have gained a lot of traction because of speculative interest. You remember Dogecoin? Meme coins have basically evolved from internet jokes into multi-billion-dollar assets, attracting everyone in a way from casual investors to major financial institutions. Meme coins tied to celebrities, politicians, and viral trends, turning them into highly volatile and speculative assets. And many traders have not caught up with significant shifts within the industry over the last decade or so. Governments have long highlighted the major criminal risks associated with meme coins. Take, for example, in October 2024, US authorities charged 18 people as well as major crypto firms with various frauds against everyday investors. These schemes depended on central players in the sector, the so-called market makers, who artificially inflated the trading volumes and prices to create fake transactions and suggest more buyer interest for unsuspecting investors. And now experts say that market manipulation is not the only problem. There's also the problem of what's called pump and dump schemes, in which prices are often artificially inflated before major sell-offs. It leaves late investors at a loss. And as if all that was not enough, there are other risks as well. Meme coins experience unpredictable price swings. They have no real-world application or long-term viability. Plus, future legal crackdowns could actually impact their liquidity and market presence. There's also the risk of exposing yourself to hackers and other criminal operators. And for all these reasons, one should exercise extreme caution before approaching meme coins. First, to some breaking updates coming in right this minute from the United States. Schools are closed and residents have been ordered to shelter in place after a large fire broke out at an aerospace manufacturer's facility in a town north of Philadelphia. That's the latest that's coming in at this point. As the developments continue to trickle in, let's get you these images of the massive fire which has engulfed the warehouse. What is known at this point is that the officials are saying that they continue to monitor the air and water quality, and the firefighters are working to put out the blaze. It's a race against time after that fire broke out at SPS Technologies. This happened around 9:30 p.m. local time as per reports, and witnesses saying that there is an explosion. Flames could be seen inside the warehouse as well as per the reports, and the police saying that all employees were accounted for and no injuries were reported. In fact, SPS Technologies is describing itself as a developer, manufacturer and global supplier of a line of aerospace fasteners and precision components. In fact, the schools functioning there are being impacted and the residents being asked to shelter in place after that massive fire broke out at that facility. We will continue to monitor the latest coming in on that front. These are the latest images at this point from on the ground where the firefighters are battling to bring this fire under control, and the US officials are also monitoring the air and water quality as of now. These are the initial details that have trickled in, and we will continue to get you the latest on that fire.